The following episode will contain a 2 hour rant from your best bestie. It will probably be the most chaotic video that I ever post on this platform, so you're welcome. Viewer discretion is advised. Love ya! Welcome to Ramblings of an Extra, your favorite podcast. This is your illustrious host, Nia Hamilton, and today I'm a bit annoyed. Um, I am irritated because I just filmed for like an hour, and it turns out my mic turned off into like 15 minutes of me talking. So I was talking to no one this whole time and I didn't know. Third episode, guys. Third episode. I wanna go home. What's that line in Mean Girls where they're just like, Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. Yeah, I think that was the line. Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. I'm scared on what I'm gonna do if this recording stops again. I don't even know why it stopped. Okay, like guys, if you haven't realized, if you haven't clocked it yet, this is a beginning podcast. I am starting from the ground up, guys. All right, I'm starting with a Heyday Target microphone and 5 and below headphones. All right. Why am I telling you guys this? Well, because I realized that, when people start off, okay, wait, where am I going with this? Anyway, I realized that when people start off with their career, they don't realize at that point, like when they start off, that they don't realize that, oh my god, like I'm gonna be J Lo, like oh my god, I'm gonna be Ryan Gosling, like oh my god, I'm gonna be Adele. They start off with the bearings. They start off with the foundation that they love this thing and they're going to do it. And I love film. So that is why I'm doing this. That is why I'm recording again. Because trust and believe, if this was a school project, I would not record until next weekend. Yep. Yep. Because no. Like I would see that as the universe saying, Naya, we hate you. So stop. And I would take it. I would take it and I would be like, okay. All right then. But today I'm gonna say F it. F it. Because if I want to be Nia Hamilton, then I'm gonna have to be Nia Hamilton. Yep. And that is your motivational speech for today. Um, Still got a low self-esteem over here, but we're working on it. Fake it until you make it. Biatch. Fake it until you make it. I'm faking everything. All right, I faked being smart, and now I'm on the dean's list. Hey, hey. Anyway, okay. Anyway, so today we are going to be talking about my top 11 romantic movies. Why am I talking about romantic movies? Well, it is just about that day. While I'm recording today, it is February 11th. 3 days before Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is definitely that day that I would rather forget. I would rather forget this day. Why, you may ask? Well, it's because I'm lonely, alright? I'm lonely. Okay, I don't have any prospects. I don't have nothing, alright? Bumble is tragic. I didn't even try Tumblr. I don't even want to try Tumblr. All right, I don't even want to look over there in that vicinity. As many commercials as they have, I would just rather not. Just rather not. I'm good. Since I've been single for my whole life. Um, for my whole life. Yeah, it's nothing. Since I've been single for my whole life, I have deemed Valentine's Day as Galentine's Day. And there's nothing wrong with the good old Galentine's Day. I liked Galentine's Day when I was in high school because I would be like, hey guys, we want to go to the pizza shop, and we go to the pizza shop and have a good old time. We would go out. But see, the problem now is that everyone is in college, and I feel like college at least made the people in my life, whether I have met them in college or I've met them, or I already met them in high school. I feel like college has made people flaky. And I'm not saying everyone in my life, in case you're listening, because I have a feeling you would be listening when I'm talking about this. I'm talking about just like people in general. And I feel like that's like a sign to the universe to be like, girl, go on with your bad self and do whatever you want. Thank you, Nicey Nash. Thank you. Thank you for those inspiring words. I mean, she didn't say exactly that, but she said kind of that, and I'll take it. I'll take it. Um, so you want to get into the rankings? Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Crazy, crazy. I have rankings. I'm not getting into it. Anyway, number 11. My Big Fat Greek Wedding. It premiered 2022. Now, oh, what the fuck? Where did that come from? It premiered it premiered 2002. Why am I trying to say this thing came out like 2 years ago? I don't know. Um Axe the wall, because it would probably have a better answer than I would. Anyway, so this movie, I'm Googling the movies as I go because it's funny to see how Google sees movies compared to me. So just keep that in mind because I'm probably going to bring that up several times as this episode goes. I mean, I brought it up in the recording that I lost. We digress. Anyway, so this movie has been themed a comedy and romance. That is why it's on my list. Most of these movies on my list are like rom-coms because I absolutely love rom-coms. Because comedy is a way to escape my life. Anyway, if you can relate. Anyway, everyone in the family worries about Tula, who was still unmarried at the age of 30 years old. Girl, same. She works at Dancing Zobras, the Greek restaurant owned by her parents, Gus and Maria. After taking a job at her aunt's travel agency, she falls in love with Ian Miller, a teacher who is tall, handsome, and definitely not Greek. Tula isn't sure what will be more upsetting to her father, that Ian is a foreigner or that he's a vegetarian. Definitely both, girl. Definitely both. But more on the foreigner part. Anyway, this movie is on my list because it's definitely one of the most, I don't want to say one of the most, because I think there's a more vintage movie on this list. I think. I'm not sure. I don't really age. I don't I don't really think about how old these movies are when I put them on my list. It's just like a stream of my conscious, a stream of nigh conscious, how big the movies are before I put them on said list. Like how big the movies are before I put them on the list. So with Big Fat Greek Wedding, I put it on the list because I think the first time I watched this movie was with my mom, and she's like, "Oh my god, Naya, they're so funny in this movie," and I'm like, "Wow, love it." I love this movie, and it's only 76% on Rotten Tomatoes. Come on, critics, you could do a bit better than that. You could do a bit better than that. It's a great movie. It's a feel good movie, and that's the main reason why I like it. I like it as a romantic movie because they gave time for the characters to fall in love. Sure, it was a montage, but girly will take anything. Hopeless romantic like me will take anything, all right? Especially when you see them in a relationship and they'll do anything to like, like stay with each other. And I like that. Ian deals with Tula's family and then, and it's adorable. He's just like, yeah, your family is crazy, but I love you, dude. I love you, dude. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely what he said. That is definitely what he said in the movie. Watch the movie again, and if you haven't watched the movie, watch the movie. It's a great movie. Um, and when he says that line, I don't want to hear nothing. When he says that line, I want to hear an apology. Naya, I'm sorry. Ian, John, John Corbett, definitely said that line in the movie, and I'm sorry I ever doubted you. It's no problem, dude. It's no problem. Love you too, dude. Love you too. Number 10. Crazy Rich Asians. Now, Crazy Rich Asians. How do I explain that, baby? How do I explain that, baby? Probably how I explained the first one. Anyway, Crazy Rich Asians. PG-13, 2018. Also a rom-com. This movie was 2 hours? See, it doesn't even feel like 2 hours, and that's exactly why you should watch it. Am I doing shameless promotion for a franchise that in no way will give me money for doing shameless promotion? Yes. I'm not sponsored. Am I doing this for free? Absolutely. Yeah. So, Rachel Chu is happy to accompany her longtime boyfriend, Nick, to his best friend's wedding in Singapore. She was also surprised to learn that Nick's family is extremely wealthy. Why did I say extremely wealthy like that? I don't know. And is considered one of the country's most eligible bachelors. Thrusted into the spotlight, Rachel must now contend with jealous socialites, quirky relatives, and something far, far worse. Nick's disapproving mother. Mother. Ooh, I just feel it. Okay. Enough Bohemian Rhapsody. But I was surprised about like how much money this movie made in the theaters. And it's not that I thought the movie was bad. I mean, hey, if I thought the movie was bad, it would not be on this list. I just did not know that it made this much money. Its budget was $30 million, and the box office was 239. I mean, these numbers may be wrong, but I trust Google for a lot of things that I should not trust Google for, but I trust Google with this. But I mean, hey, it was summer. That makes sense. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But I love the movie. Like, I think the first time I watched the movie, I was at home and I watched it on HBO. It was either HBO or out for rent, and I just completely fell in love with it. The visuals, the story, I just liked how concise the romance was between Rachel and Nick. It was like a tit for tat relationship. You definitely saw the love between them. And it wasn't like one of those relationships like in The Devil Wears Prada, right? Between Anne Hathaway's character and that lover boy that she was with. Anyway, it's definitely not that type of relationship where they're holding each other back. They love each other for who they are, and it's just a nice, cute relationship. My bestie, Aquafina, is in this movie. Does Aquafina know who I am? No. Are we besties? Yes. I don't know how to explain this to you. I don't make the rules. Michelle Young is also in this movie. I have no idea if I said her last name wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Michelle. Do not come after me. I'm begging. Anyway. And Gemma Chan is in this movie. So, Gemma Chan. If you don't know who Gemma Chan is, look her up. Pause this podcast, pause it, and look her up. I don't know how to explain Gemma Chan to you. It's Gemma freaking Chan. Okay? Alright? Especially Michelle. Like, if you don't know who Michelle is, are you even trying? Like, really, are you even trying? I don't think you are. But Michelle Yeoh, anytime she's in a movie, it's a great movie. It's like adding it's like adding a special seasoning to your steak. The steak could have been bland. The steak could have been something that I could throw at someone's head and they would get a concussion. But the minute you add that salt, it changes everything. It changes everything. It changes the texture. It changes the taste, obviously. It changes everything. I don't know how to explain this to you guys. It just does. So yeah. But yeah, it's just that movie. It's just that girl. It's a great comforting movie. There is times where you're just like, oh my God, I want to go through the screen and punch this person. And you would be right to feel that, because that's exactly how I felt. If you don't feel that, once again, are you even trying? Um Excuse how hostile I am in this episode. It's almost Valentine's Day. And that is not a good day for me, because I feel like it's gonna be even worse. Okay, this is about me now. So I feel like this year is gonna be worse than the previous years, because I'm I'm going to Manhattan for school now, from the Bronx. So it's just like I'm gonna see couples. I'm gonna be see couples on the train, and they're gonna be kissing and looking in each other's eyes lovingly, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I hate you." I mean, I don't hate them. I just hate the fact that I'm not in a relationship, so by extension, I hate them. I don't make the rules. Okay, guys, go to HR for that. Go to HR. Go like to the ultimate HR person for that. All right, I just don't make the rules. Am I the host of this podcast? Yes. Do I produce it? Do I create it? Do I write the scripts? Absolutely. Do I make the rules? Hell no. Like, that's a little too far. No. Anyway. So that's number 10. Number 9. This is going to piss you guys off. I could already feel it now. I could feel the comments. I could feel the stares, because I feel like most of my listeners now, shout out to my listeners. If you're listening to this, I love you. Sorry, I'm hostile. Anyway, um, I feel like most of the people listening to this now are immediate people in my life. I love that you're listening. I love you by extension. So don't come after me. Don't stare at me differently. Don't look at me differently when I say this. Because I love this movie. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to love this movie, because it was a great movie. It came out last year, and it is called The Little Mermaid. I know. Such an original movie. Crazy, right? Right? This is definitely an original movie. Definitely was like an original idea someone had and then produced this movie. It definitely did not derive from a previous movie. This is its own original idea. Anyway, the Little Mermaid remake. Do I even have to explain the Little Mermaid? Like, do I? I don't think I have to explain Little Mermaid. Like, okay. It's just that, like, I get with, like, movies like Big Fat Greek Wedding and Crazy Rich Asians that I have to explain those ideas, because obviously some people have not watched it. But Little Mermaid is such a staple in, like, life or culture in general, where you're just like, you don't know what the Little Mermaid is? Like, okay, fine. I'm gonna do a hot girl summary of the Little Mermaid. Yeah, this is my hot girl voice. I mean, no, this is like my hot girl, I'm trying voice. Like, my regular voice is my hot girl voice. But this is my trying. I'm trying to be a hot girl, so I'm gonna talk like this. Is my voice kind of cracking when I talk like this? Yes, it is. Ignore it. Anyway, Ariel was just like, I want to be part of his world. Okay, I'm gonna try not to break eardrums. Anyway, Ariel was like, I'm gonna be a part of his world. So she was just like, well, okay. Kind of in this movie that kind of changed because she just wants to like adventure. Like she wants adventure. She wants adventure, and now she wants Eric. So like before she met Eric, she wanted adventure. She wanted out. You know, she wanted to see something that she hasn't seen before. She's seen the seas before. She was like, girlie, I want more. I want to be a part of his world. I swear, if I hear that audio, if I hear someone take like an audio of what I just said and like put it on the internet, I would be honored and terrified at the same time. Anyway, so Ariel was like a part of his world. And then Ursula, and then her father was like, hell no. And then, and then Ursula was just like, hell yes. And she like, made a contract with Ariel, which a difference that I liked in the movie was like, Ariel was like, hell no, like this is sketchy as fuck. But then Melissa McCarthy was like, oh, sorry, Ariel was, sorry, Ursula was just like, girlie, if you don't do it, you're a chicken. Great way to get people to do things. Anyway, so Ariel was just like, fine, like I'll do it, like whatever. Um, so Ariel did it, and she lost her voice, and like how I keep fluctuating my voice. She lost her voice. She couldn't speak to Prince Eric. They fell in love. She got her voice back. They faced Ursula. Ariel was a mermaid again. Yeah. yeah. Am I just throwing these events in your face? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do you love it? Abso-fucking-lutely. You love it. I'm telling you love it, so you love it. So yeah. But yeah, they face Ursula. Ursula dead. Melissa McCarthy's gone. Well, not gone, but at least in this movie universe, she is gone. And rest in peace. Rest in peace, diva. Rest in peace. Because she was a diva. She was a diva. Yeah. 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 Um, and yeah, Ariel got her legs back because the King Triton was just like, yeah, maybe I'm being like a bit of a toxic parent. Maybe I'm being like a bit of a toxic parent. That'd be crazy, right? Yeah. So he gave Ariel. So he gave, okay. Anyway, he gave Ariel legs to not only be with Eric but to have adventure, and she sailed away, and her and Eric got married, and yada yada yada, lovey dovey dovey, love. Anyway, I love this movie, even though that was like the that was like the most tired recap that I've ever given. It's just like, if you don't know what The Little Mermaid was, I don't know how to explain it to you. It's just like something you have to experience. Like, you had to be there, dude. You had to be there. You had to be there for this like original movie that definitely came out at 2023. Like, you just had to be there. Um yeah, so I don't know what to tell you, dude. But great movie. I'm probably gonna watch it on Valentine's Day after while I'm shoving my face in a pint of ice cream. It's either gonna be a pint of ice cream or it's gonna be Lindor chocolates. Yeah. Yeah, I'm already planning the day. I'm planning the day while I do this podcast. See, I'm a multitasker. I'm a multitasker. If you haven't noticed. If you haven't noticed, like I have way too many thoughts in my brain at the same time to not multitask. Um yeah, and you're probably multitasking right now. You're probably doing laundry while I'm recording. And kudos to you, girly. Kudos to you, girly pop. Do your thing. Do your thing. Well, how do okay, I'm definitely not saying it right. Like, I'm sorry. I'm still in my trying to be a hot girl voice. Okay, I need to. Number 8. La La Land. La La Land. Okay, I'm gonna try not to break you guys' eardrums. I'm just trying to be a bit. No, I'm not trying to be. I am. Anyway, La La Land. Okay. Now, if you haven't heard from La La Land, you're living under a rock. My thing is, I feel like La La Land is that type of movie that people have seen visually, but they don't really understand what it is. You know, it came out in 2016. It is considered a musical slash romance. And the thing is, I can only remember one song from this movie, which is kind of funny. Because the thing is that this is on my list for like romantic ass movies. See, I can't watch La La Land until like I'm really fucking depressed. And that's saying something. It's like until like I'm like so depressed where I need to watch a movie that's gonna make me even more depressed. And this movie makes me even more depressed because I'm about to tell you. Wait, no. I should say spoilers. Spoilers for La La Land. This movie came out 2016. If you have not watched it yet, I'm gonna spoil you anyway. This movie did not have a good ending. And that's why I have to watch it when I'm depressed. Because you're telling me these two people did not get together at the end of the movie. And then to add salt to the freaking wound, you're like, okay, so I'm gonna show you a montage of what would have happened if they got together. Like if they had like a good cohesive relationship. Yeah, I'm gonna show you exactly what would happen if that happened. And it's just like, you asshole. You asshole. I hate you. I hate you. Why you want to do me like that? And like, it makes sense for like real life, right? I completely understand that. You know, like realizing that even though you want a future with this person, that's not meant for you now. Like, how do I explain that? Like, even though you love this person and you want to be with them, it's just not meant for you to be with them. Like, yeah, sure, you want to be with them, but it's not good for you. And it wasn't in the stars for you to be with them. And that's pretty much what the movie was saying. Like, these two people would have been great together, but it just didn't end up that way. And that happens. And I completely understand what the filmmakers were saying. I understand what the screenwriter was saying. I understand, right? But this is a movie. This is a movie. I'm supposed to get a happy ending. I'm supposed to go home happy. I'm supposed to be happy. And you took that away from me. You took that away from me. I don't care if I get a montage. I wanted that shit to be real. And mentally, that's how I naturalize it. That's how I remember it. That montage was my ending of the movie. Mhm. Yeah. 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 Sue me. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Sure. Do I change certain movies and shows when I don't like the ending of it? Absolutely. That's the only way I can go on with life, okay? It's like with Avengers. It's like with the whole MCU, right? When okay, this is another spoiler, but I don't care because this came out years ago. Um when Steve, Captain America, left Bucky McBoing Boing, Winter Soldier, I was angry. I was pissed. I was like, you're kidding me, right? This man did everything to get his best friend back, did everything to save his best friend from Hydra. And you're telling me that this man has one shot to get back to a woman that he hasn't seen for like 10 years and he takes it and he leaves his best friend all alone in this new world that he doesn't know. And if anyone should know better than to not leave someone in that situation, it would be Steve, because he's the one who was left outside of his time, like Bucky. So that makes me even more angry, because that's like me going through a college course, and it being absolute shit. And I let my best friend go through it without saying, hey, bitch, this is absolute shit. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Or like helping my best friend get through the course that they need to. Like, it's like, this man had such good character development and had such good foundation, and then you destroy all of that by saying he's a simp and went back to a woman that he hasn't been with for over a decade. Really? Really, Marvel? Really? Really, Russo brothers? Like, I know you guys wanted a full circle, but no. No. Like, I also understand that Chris Evans obviously wanted to retire. He's been playing this role. He was playing the role for like over a decade. I get it. But like, come on now. You could have done anything better than that. Come on now. Come on. You're breaking my heart here, Smalls. You're breaking my heart here. Come on. Anyway, I'm talking about La La Land, and I got through a whole rant, but that's my point. Like, why are you doing this to me? Like, is that realistic? Yes. Do I go to the movies for realistic shit? No. No, I don't. I don't. I don't. Okay? I go to the movies for situations where I'm happy. Okay? Because real life is difficult and hard and full of situations that I don't want to deal with. And I go to the movies for escapism. And then I watch La La Land, and I'm like, wow. Wow. So you're telling me they didn't get together? No, no, no. No, no, no. They got together. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, screenwrite. I'm telling you they got together, so they got together. But visually, the movie was absolutely freaking stunning. If you see in the movie, you understand what I'm saying. As a film, as an aspiring film person, I mean, I want to do multiple things in the industry. So as an aspiring person that I am, I watched La La Land. I'm just like, wow, I want my shit to be visually stunning like them. Like, I want someone to look at what I did and be like, wow, this girl is amazing. I don't want, yeah, yeah, I kind of want the same like reaction, because La La Land was beautiful. Like, the scenes visually were stunning. Like, if there's one thing that I remember before the whole romance debacle that was La La Land, was how visually beautiful it was. Crazy Rich Asians and La La Land were definitely beautiful. I mean, The Little Mermaid was too, but I mean, hey, if I was gonna rank it by visually beautiful, La La Land would definitely be up there. Um, I'm not surprised about how much money it won in the box office. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, when it came out, everyone's just like, "Oh my god, La La Land!" That was definitely their reaction. Yeah, I feel like that was part of their reaction, because because Ryan Gosling was in it, and now I just realized I did not explain the movie. This is Twilight all over again. Anyway, did I explain how the movie like really pissed me off romantically? Absolutely. Did I explain what the movie was? No. I'm seeing the error of my ways now, and I would like to issue an apology to the public. Yeah. Yeah. My first apology video. Anyway, Sebastian and Mia are drawn together by their common desire to do what they love. But as success mounts, they are faced with decisions that begin to fray their fragile fabric of their love affair. And their dreams that they work so hard to maintain in each other threaten to rip them apart. Threaten to rip them apart. It ripped them apart. It ripped them apart, Google. Get it right. It ripped them apart. They ripped each other apart. And they ripped me in this process. Am I still a little salty after like almost, well, it's definitely been 5. It's definitely been more than 5 years because this came out this came out in 2016. I just said this wasn't a math show in my previous um recording that I'm still pissed off did not work out. I mean, I digress, but like still, like it's super annoying as a creator to record something and it not come back. Oh, it's been 8 years. It's been 8 years? That's crazy, right? Like, is it just me? It doesn't feel like 8 years. Like, I still remember. I still remember. What theater? Not theater. What award show was it when they fucked up the winner thing? See, like I still remember the whole debacle with that. I don't remember the details, but when someone's just like messing up, names for like it's like more of like muscle memory. Like, do I remember the whole situation? Absolutely not. Do I remember it had something to do with messing up names? Absolutely. So, thank you for that, La La Land and Moonlight. Thank you. I don't remember the whole situation. I don't remember it in detail. I'm probably gonna look it up when I'm done with this episode, but yeah, thank you for that, La La Land and Moonlight. Now we're gonna get into a show that that honestly is probably one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies and Drew Barrymore movies. If you could guess it, that would be awesome. If you can't, um I'm not mad if you can't guess it because I kind of forgot about this movie. Like I kind of forgot about it. As much as I loved it and as much as I felt like super sad at the end but fulfilled, I was just like, fuck, this movie exists. Okay, no disrespect to Drew Barrymore or Adam Sandler. It's just I have a short attention span. If you guys are listening to this podcast, really short chance that you would. But if you guys are listening to this podcast, you guys already know my attention span is the size of a peanut. All right, I could only remember so many things, which is exactly why I'm a film student. It works. It works. Trust me, it works. So, for that amazing introduction that I've given, our 7th movie is 50 First Dates. Now, 50 First Dates premiered your favorite amazing host, the year your favorite amazing host was born, entered this universe, and that was 2004. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? Full circle, full circle. I'm talking about a movie that came out the year I was born and I could not comprehend anything. It's funny because this movie came out a day, it came out a day before Valentine's. Wow. Wow, this is really blowing my mind. I did not know that. Like, I'm serious. Like, I did not know that. Huh. Anyway, anyway, wow, I'm sorry. I'm just like really, I'm thinking about it because, okay, I shouldn't say this, but for context, I'm going to say it anyway. But for context, I was born in November. I think I already said this. Anyway, I was born in November and I watched this video last year. It was a TikTok video and it was just like, oh, if you were born in November, then you were conceived in February. It blowed my freaking mind. I was like, what? I was like, what? Obviously, I was conceived in February. No wonder I hate the clothes. Does that make sense at all? No. Does it make Naya sense? Absolutely. Like I said, I don't make the rules. 50 First Dates is about Playboy vet Henry, who sets his heart on romancing Lucy. Henry is Adam Sandler, Lucy is Drew Barrymore. But she has short term memory loss. She can't remember anything that happened the day before. So every morning, Henry has to woo her again. Her friends and family are very protective, and Henry must convince them that he is in it for love. It's an adorable movie. I just love it. It's like the golden retriever of movies for me. Because like is it like the most flawless, innovative movie that's ever been made? No. Is it freaking adorable and do I want to hug it all the time? Absolutely. Like come on. Come on now. So this movie yeah, like from that introduction you could tell this movie was one of my favorites, especially the ending, because this man did everything. Like this man was like definitely in it for love. For all the shit that he did, I was just like, wow, this man is in love. This man is in love. That is what I want. That's the type of love I want. I want a man who would go through all the shit that Henry went through, like all the realization mostly that Henry went through that she can't remember, she has short-term memory, so she can't remember the day before. I want a man to do, well, okay, I obviously don't want to be in that situation because who wants short-term memory loss? Not me. As I said before, I can hardly remember things now. So just imagine, just imagine if I was like Lucy. Just imagine. Absolute chaos. Anyway, um yeah, so like I want a man to go through that much length and bounds for me. Hello? Like especially towards the end where he's just like I'm going to make this work. So, I think there, if I remember this correctly, I'm just living off a memory here. When I like the ending of the movie, they were on a boat and she wakes up. Obviously, she wakes up every morning and does not remember the day before. So, this man made a whole video about all of the things she needs to remember. So every time she wakes up, she gets this video, this like explanation as to why she doesn't remember all these events. And he summarizes like all of the things she needs to remember so she can live her best life. Because honestly, I think that's the best way that she can. So like I'm pretty sure like that's the best way for her. I mean, like you could debate with me. I'm not gonna listen, but you could debate with me that there is a better way. But God, I want a man to do that for me. like like makes a whole video. He literally took the time and made a video and said, "Hey, like this happened. We got married. You have short-term memory loss, but I love you. We're together." Like, hello. I want that. I want that. God, no wonder I'm not in a relationship. That yeah, I could hear the comments from here, guys. Yeah, I'm in the past and I could hear your comments now. Yep. I'm definitely that so Raven. That's so Raven. It's the future I could see. That's so Raven. Mysterious me. That's so okay. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Anyway. Number 6. Okay, it's just I love this movie and it's a great Valentine's Day movie. So if you want to cry to a movie, this is a great movie to cry to because it's like really sad but fulfilling. So La La Land, take notes. Take notes. Yeah, I'm so pissed off with you. Uh-huh. Yeah. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. Number 6 is a movie that came out the same year. And it has Anne Hathaway in it. Now, me and Anne Hathaway, she's my bestie. Okay. She's my bestie. She's my bestie. We're best friends. Does she know me? No. But we're best friends. Yeah. Yeah. She's my bestie, okay? She doesn't age. She needs to tell me how does that happen? Like, okay. Okay, this is a complete side note. But I have a lot of side notes in this episode. Anyway, this is a complete side note. All right? But Anne Hathaway, Paul Rudd, Ryan Reynolds. How do you guys not age? How do you guys not age? Tell me. Tell me right now. I want you guys to explain to me, how are you guys not aging? Now, a regular person would be like, Naya, they're aging, but you just can't see it. How are you guys not aging? Like, there's an explanation. You guys are just not saying it. How are you guys not aging? Ryan Reynolds, well, no, mostly Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd looks exactly the same that he looked in Clueless. Where is the age? Where is the age? I need someone to tell me the age. Tell me the age. Yeah. Can't do it, can you? I mean, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at looking at people and being like, oh my God, they're that age. Like, I don't know how people do that. Like, I can't do that. I can't look at someone and say, yeah, they're 20 and be close. Like, I am way off sometimes. But it is a consensus. It is, words. It's a consensus that's just like, oh my God, nah, like these people don't age. It's not just me who thinks this. So I need you guys to tell me how you're not aging. All right? Especially starting with you, Anne Hathaway, because you're in my sixth movie, which is The Princess Diaries to Royal Engagement. Ay, 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 ay. Wow, this movie's rated G. Okay, I don't know why I'm surprised by this movie being rated G. Because, like, it doesn't have anything. From my memory, and I watched this movie, like, 3 months ago? Yeah. From my memory, this movie had nothing like vulgar in or anything, but like, wow, it's just G. It's not like PG. Wow. Anyway. Anyway, it is a rom-com. This thing came out 2004. What date? Oh, it came out in the summer. Yeah, that makes sense. Summer's a big time for the box office, guys. Yep. Yeah. I'm definitely the one person who has said this in your life. It keeps surprising me. Wait a fucking minute. Wait a gosh damn second. Okay, so the thought that I was trying to portray here was that it keeps surprising me that Whitney Houston had a hand in these movies. Like, I was like, what? Okay, for context, this woman was a producer in the first and second movie. It keeps surprising me. She was a legend. I mean, like, do I really have to explain? Whitney Houston was a legend. She was amazing. I'm sad that she's gone because, I mean, she was a legend. Like, can I say any more? No. Like, seriously, if you don't know who Whitney Houston is, please tell me what time travel machine you used. Please tell me. So I could go back and get those years that I lost to COVID. Anyway, but okay, the surprise that I had for a minute here was I'm on Google. You guys already know this. And I just saw that Miss Shonda Rhimes did the screenplay and story for Princess Diaries 2. I'm not sure about 1. I'm probably gonna look it up later. But she did the storyline. Miss Girl did the storyline. What? What? I'm kind of glitching here because what? Like, I'm surprised. Also, how did this movie have a 26 on Rotten Tomatoes? Critics, look over here. You guys need to take a happy pill or something. You guys need to breathe for a minute here. This movie is freaking adorable. You could at least give it a 40 or something. Like, come on. Have a heart. Anyway. Mia is still coming. Okay, obviously you guys know this is a sequel. It's two for a reason. The first movie was literally about our main character Mia realizing, well, being told that she's a princess and her coming to terms with that. So the second movie is her going to like the actual place that she's a princess at and becoming queen. Yeah, this is after she graduated college because in the first movie she was in high school. She graduated college, came to Genovia. That's the name of the place that she is a princess at. And in this movie, she is becoming a queen. So I will explain now. Mia is still coming to terms with her life as a princess as she graduates from Princeton. Okay. She returns to Genovia and her best friend Lily goes with her. I don't really like Lily, but that's a conversation for another day. Anyway, when they arrive, Mia's grandmother, Julie Andrews, legend, absolute legend. Okay, I need to informs her that Mia cannot become queen unless she is married within 30 days. Jesus, she had I yeah, like that was the premise of the movie, but like I completely spaced out on that part. The minute I saw Nicholas Deverox. Sorry. It's just I told you I have a weakness when it comes to men. Sadly, I was born straight. Sadly. Like I'm a bagel. I would say I'm one of the bagels. Okay. Obviously you could see I've been recording for way too long. Anyway, Nicholas Devrox is one of her top suitors. Though he is more interested in the crown than Mia. Well, okay, I definitely read that right. But when Nicholas realizes he loves Mia, he decides not to pursue her. To pursue her. Yes, I said that in a British accent. Okay. Um, this was that movie. Why did I not choose number one? I felt like number one was definitely more of a self discovery movie than a romantic movie, you know? Like in this movie, I feel like she really fell in love. Like in the first movie, I forgot, I'm just gonna call him Lover Boy because Anne Hathaway has multiple lover boys. So I'm just gonna call him Lover Boy. She had Lover Boy in the first movie. But it wasn't like anything concrete, you know. But then in the second movie, she has Chris Pine's character, Nicholas, and that changes everything. That changes everything. I'm sorry. It really does. Like, it really does. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's like it does. And they're cute and they're adorable. They're like my favorite explanation. Well, not really explanation. They're like my favorite um example of enemies to lovers because in the beginning they start off and Mia hates him and definitely so because that's the man who's trying to steal your crown. Stand on business, but don't stand on business when he starts being cute. And that is a lesson from Nia Hamilton. Anyway, uh stand on business unless he's cute. I'm joking. Do not do that. Do not do that. Sometimes I have to really explain that I'm joking because I feel like some people will actually do what I'm saying. um, but Mia and Nick are absolutely adorable in the movie. I just feel like it was great chemistry between Anne and Chris. And they were just adorable. They were cute. She did the little, the leg pop. And I was like, oh my god, this is adorable. This is cute. And she was like, I'm gonna be queen anyway without a man. And I was like, you go girl. You go girl with your bad self. Thank you, Nicey Nash, for remembering for reminding me that I could say that because usually my mom says that to me And I keep forgetting that that's an actual saying. Thank you, Nicey Nash, for reminding me of that amazing saying, because I love using it now. Which is, it's just bad for you guys, but amazing for me. But it's a cute ass movie. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Like, I'm not even gonna come after you for not watching it, because I loved it. All right. Raven Simone is in it. Raven Simone is in it. Julie Andrews is in it. I mean, the queen herself, Whitney Houston, produced this thing. And you're telling me you're not gonna watch it? It's Black History Month. What is it? What is it? Is she because she's black? Rude. Just rude. The audacity. The audacity. Now that brings me to number 5. How does that bring me to number 5? I have no idea, but we're gonna go anyway. Yeah. Okay, so this movie, surprisingly, came out in a time when I could actually construct sentences on my own without anyone helping me. It came out in 2018. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I was definitely okay. I'm kind of doing head math here, so give me a second. This movie came out in 2018, and in 2014 I would be 10. So I must have been 14 this year, right? Do the math for me. I'm not going to do Did I just do math in my head? Yes. And now I'm actually going to do it for me. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, they have a log line here. They have a log line. It's like they knew I was going to look it up. But to all the boys I loved before, it's definitely that girl. But I'm going to say a log line now. Anyway, Laura Jean writes secret, soul-bearing letters to her 5 crushes. Anyway, that would be weird if she had 5 crutches. Anyway, to her 5 crushes, but never meant to send them. Now they're out and wreaking havoc on her life. I know, dramatic, right? Dramatic, so dramatic. This movie came out on Netflix, and that was when Netflix put out movies that actually made sense. I mean, sure, does Netflix put out movies every now and then where I'm just like, wow, this is really cool? Sure, they do. But recently they've been pissing me off. But that's for another episode. Anyway, to all the boys I loved before, Noah Centineo is starred, well, the stars are Noah Centineo, Lana Condor, definitely Lana Condor before Noah Centineo, Anna Cathcart, Janelle Parrish, our girl. Fuck, can I remember? Yeah, Mona from Pretty Little Liars. Yeah. See, I remember things. I'm a mind of a master. I'm a mind of a mastermind. I think the amount of memes in my head is kind of terrifying. I've been watching way too much TikTok. I need to have a technology, what's the word? A technology detox or something. Maybe that's what I need to do. maybe that's what I need to do. Like, crazy idea. But yeah, I absolutely love this movie. Peter, and Laura Jean are just adorable together. Do people hate on 2 and 3? Because this is a trilogy. Do people hate on 2 and 3? Kind of they do. And personally, I loved all of the trilogy. Towards the end, well, yeah, towards, I don't know, number 2 is definitely low on my list of my favorite movies in the trilogy. It's 3, but but I mean, I like the trilogy. I like this trilogy more than Kissing Booth. All right? All right? I like this trilogy way more than Kissing Booth. And sue me. I mean, Kissing Booth was another monster. I mean, like, it was like self dependency on another freaking level. Like, you're telling me you like someone, not even like someone, you're friends with someone on an extreme level. Like, back it up, dude. Anyway, I'm talking about To All the Boys I Loved Before. And it's just an absolutely adorable movie. Um, it reminds me of a vintage rom com. It really does. Like the way they shot it and the way they just like went about producing it, where it's just like this very simple movie where this girl had multiple crushes and the letters get sent out. And it's just like a very cohesive film. It's just cohesive. Like, I don't really think I have to explain it. Like, it's just adorable. Go watch it. Go watch it right now. I'm probably gonna start watching this tonight because yeah, I'm starting new traditions. Yeah, guys, I'm starting new traditions. Yeah, this podcast, treating myself, watching films over and over again until I could recite the lines. New year, new traditions. Um, and talking about new traditions, let's move on to the fourth movie. Yep, we're an hour in and I'm going to the fourth movie. Aren't you guys happy? Aren't you guys so happy here? I know you guys are. They'll all scream at once. I know you guys are. But our fourth movie of this lineup is Bros. Now, Bros is breaking all traditions of rom-coms, and I am here for it. I'm here for it. It came out in 2022, and I watched it the first time on Peacock. Yeah. Yeah, I watched it the first time on Peacock. It was great. It was amazing. And when I say Peacock, I meant pun intended. Yeah. Um pun intended. Yep. Um Bros, I'm reading the description. Don't come after me. Bros is pretty much a gay love story. It's between two gay men in Manhattan who don't like commitment, but they still like each other. So imagine how that works out. Anyway, I mean, hey, uh, it got 88%. Hey, critics. Hey, we're listening up. Hey. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Anyway, wow, it only got. Aw. Okay, that made me kind of sad because the budget was 22 million and the box office was only 14.8 million. That makes me sad. Like they could have gotten more money. like I'm saying that as if it's like such an easy thing, but like I would think that Bros just got more money in the box office. Okay, fine. I mean, it already happened. It can't exactly change time, but I'm just surprised. Anyway, it was a great movie. It's a cute movie. It's a cute gay movie. As a straight person, I feel kind of uncomfortable saying that because I'm terrified. I'm terrified of everything. You guys already know this. But it's just a cute movie, and I will say that shit with my chest. Uh, so yeah, Kristen Chenoweth was in this movie. What? Like, I remember Deborah Messing, but I don't remember Kristen Chenoweth. I would remember Kristen Chenoweth, right? But then again, I kind of forgot she was in Descendants. Like, I kind of forgot she was in Descendants. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Like, am I kind of sorry? No, not really, but I'm sorry. Like, I kept forgetting she was in Descendants. I feel like I did because she was wearing, like, that big, those big horns because she was Maleficent, obviously. Um, but wow, she's an amazing actress. Like yeah, she's a legend too. She's an amazing actress. She was in Wicked. the musical that I really, really want to watch, like really, really, really. And you're gonna say, Naya, you live in New York. How the hell have you not watched Wicked yet? I haven't even watched The Lion King, all right? What, you thought I watched The Lion King? Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. Anyway, I see how it is. It's all right. It's all right. You know, it's fine. It's just these assumptions make me feel like you're some type of way, even though you're not saying anything because I'm recording this ahead of time and you're going to listen to this like, oh my God, Naya, stop it. And I'm going to be like, no, I will never stop. I will keep going. What is that? What's that? I'm trying to remember that song that was like the Dwayne Johnson song. It was like, I will not, fuck. I know me. I know me, and I know that I can't remember this song, so I'm probably gonna put it at the end of this video. So if I don't, like it's like on the tip of my tongue. We don't surrender. Like, oh fuck. It was a good song. Like it was like it wasn't like you're welcome, but you know, it was a good song. I can't remember this song. It's like on the tip of my tongue. That's weird, right? It's like that's weird. Wow. Anyway, Bros is amazing. Cute movie. Um I like that it wasn't like okay, I should not feel uncomfortable saying this cuz it's not like I'm saying, you know, an awful thing here. I like I like that the movie was very it was very, you know, it was very concise. It was very much like, it wasn't very much like, oh, they're gay, so they're gonna die at the end, you know? It was very much like, they're in love, they're two people in love, and they're going to have happily ever after. Like, they're gonna have trials and tribulations, but in the end of the day, they love each other, so they find a way, you know? Like, I love movies like that. Yeah. Yeah, La La Land. Take notes. Take notes, La La Land. Yeah. Yeah, I see how it is. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Uh-huh. And that brings me to number 3. Another Cinderella story. Why did I say it like that? Because this movie is a staple in my childhood. This movie is a movie that I watched several times as a kid. Probably, oh my God. Oh no, I have to add another movie. No, wait. No, I'm gonna add Honoree because this movie just reminded me that kind of forgot about a movie, but like I couldn't find space for it. Okay, thank you for that. Wait, wait. Yeah, this movie kind of reminded me that I forgot to add a movie to my list. So I'm just gonna write that down real quick. All right. Okay then. Let's get back into it. But the the third movie is another Cinderella story. And it is with well, one of my favorite people in childhood. Pretty much grew up with her. Selena Gomez is the Selena Gomez Cinderella story. There's multiple Cinderella stories out there. Multiple. It really surprised me how many there were. I didn't even know when I watched this, obviously, because this came out 2008 and I was 4. I was either 3 or 4 because my birthday is late. But um this movie definitely changed me. It changed my brain chemistry. Um it was like one of the staple movies of like my childhood. Like it was just that romantic movie. I mean, I feel like when I was little, the lineup was like Sleeping Beauty, Another Cinderella Story, and my honorary contestant that I will reveal later. It was definitely those 3 on rotation. But I'll get into it. Okay, wait, yeah. I should finish the thought that I had before. The first Cinderella movie was the movie with Hilary Duff. And then there's a lot more after that. There's one with Sophia Carson. There's one with Lucy Hale. There's one with what was her name? Fuck. Am I gonna look up her name now? Like, wow, I'm gonna look up her name now. See, this is a dedication that I keep talking to you guys about. Is it just literally pressing like 11 to 10? 11 to 10. Anyway, is it literally pressing like words in here? Oh, Laura Morano. Okay, so I was right. I was scared that I would get her name wrong, which is, yeah. This is my main fear. Hopefully, we get through that this year. Anyway, another Cinderella story is about Mary, who's a modern Cinderella with dancing shoes instead of glass shoes. Really? That's how you. Okay. Okay. Anyway, Joey is charming, is a charming newcomer to the school looking for. Okay, I need to explain this better because Google, we were doing good until number 3. Babe, this is number 3. Are we getting tired? I mean, yes, it's been like over an hour, but like, come on. Like, I thought we were in this together. We're all in this together. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to re explain this movie because this is not good. I'm going to read the rest of it. Joey is a charming newcomer to the school looking for a girl to shower with love. Maybe Mary is the right one. And it's just like, this is not the right explanation. Like, it's supposed to be Mary is a modern Cinderella, right? She has dreams of becoming a dancer and getting into a good dancing school. Like, I guess, yeah, I would say Juilliard. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's pretty much Juilliard. Like, it's not, the school is not named Juilliard. Like, it's like Alvin Ailey School. Like, a school for dancers. She wants to get a school for dancers. And Joey, literally global superstar. They made him like as famous as Justin Bieber in that movie, which is hilarious if you know, if you know, you know. But they made him as famous as JB. So it's just like the synopsis is not doing it justice. He comes into the school and he's looking for a girl to fall in love with because he just wants to fall in love. And then he goes to a party. Him and Mary talk. He doesn't know it's Mary. She drops her iPod. He's just like, oh my god, I need to find a girl who has an iPod because I love her. Even though he spent one night with her, it's Cinderella, get with it. Anyway, he goes into school the next day. He's like, oh, this girl who has this iPod, yeah, she's my Cinderella. She's my girl. And I'm trying to find her. And then, the whole Cinderella, what shoe fits, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, it isn't like your basic Cinderella movie because usually basic Cinderella movies would be like the whole movie, him trying to find Cinderella. No. Throughout, like, we were up to like halfway through the movie and he figured out it was Mary. And I was like, hallelujah. Like, we're not doing this for like the next hour and a half, right? No. So he figures out, well, Mary tells him because men. Anyway, I mean, yeah, sure, Joey's cute, but like, a bit of air up there. Uh, a bit of air up there. So yeah, they fall in love. He fucks up somehow. I think she sees him with this girl that was really mean to her. That is absolute biatch, and not in a Regina George type of way. Anyway, um, wait. No, it's just baffling me how bad this summary was. Anyway, uh, so so yeah, they fall in love. She sees him with a girl that she really hates. He makes it up to her by doing this dance battle thing and getting her into the school of her dreams. And happily ever after. I love the movie because, as I've said, I am a sucker for movies that show people progressively falling in love with each other. I have my problems with movies who are just like, it was love at first sight. No, 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 it's no. Stop it. No. Like, I love a trial. I love trials where like people are put through trials and situations where like they progressively fall more and more in love with a person. I love that shit. No wonder I love I love romantic shows. Like, I realized when I was making this list that it was so hard to come up with movies, like a big giant list of movies that I absolutely loved, um that had romantic couples in it that I loved. And it was like, this is difficult. And then I realized most of the couples that I like are in shows. Like, wow, that's crazy. I watch a lot of, it's weird to realize, like, self discovery, that you watch more shows than movies, because I thought it was the other way around. um yeah, yeah, I'm learning things about myself. I know, crazy, 19 is still learning things about myself. Yep, I thought I had it all sewn up at 5, but turns out I am an Illuminati box. Like, you don't know what you'll find in here. You don't know. You don't know. I mean, this is my 5th fake card. Yeah. Someone's keeping tabs. Someone is. But it is one of my favorite movies. I mean, Joey Parker. Okay. Okay. It is one of my favorite movies because Selena Gomez, Drew Seeley, Jane Lynch was in here. I mean, it's Jane Lynch, guys. It's Jane Lynch. It's Jane freaking Lynch. I mean, come on now. Yeah, she was the evil stepmother, but she was Jane Lynch. Why are we getting confused here? Why are we getting confused here? Like, Jane Lynch, still the same coach from Glee. Absolute badass. Will tell you whatever. And I swear, if they killed her, that's if they killed her, off of Only Murders in the Building, I will cry for days on end until they said they lied. Until they said they lied to me. Please don't kill her off. Is that kind of a spoiler? Yes, but it's been months, guys. If you haven't watched it, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that spoiler. I'm sorry. That's on me. That was on me. I should not have said what I said without spoiler warning. I'm sorry. But I'm I mean, it's Jane freaking Lynch. I'm doing this research now. I'm first discovering that Jane Lynch and Selena Gomez were in this project together. Like, okay, like, yes, did I know? Yes. Did I, like, officially come to terms that this happened? Yes. Like, today, that's when I came to terms to it. Because, like, I knew it. Like, it's like, I think it's a difference between knowing something and coming to terms with it. Like, do I know that, that I'm gonna be graduating in 2026? Yes. Am I coming to terms with it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do I know that I have to go to school tomorrow? Yes. Am I going to come to terms with the fact that I actually have to go to school tomorrow? No. No, I'm not. Because why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I actually function like a reasonable adult? Like, it was like what Conan Gray said. Why would I portray any emotion in a normal space? Well, I mean, that's not exactly what he said. But I why would I go about any emotion normally? Like, that sounds so boring. Like, why would I do that? Like, come on now. But yeah, I first clocked it. Second note, about another Cinderella story. It's a legendary movie. I'm not even gonna like nitpick it or anything because I loved it as a kid and I still love it now. I mean, sure, it has its flaws. It has its little, dancing scene. Anyway, it has its flaws, but I love it. I love it for who it is. Okay? I love it for who it is. Anyway, um the last thing I clocked about this movie, Jessica Park Kennedy. I want to talk to you for a minute. Jessica freaking Park Kennedy. I want to talk to you because you're a freaking chameleon, okay? I don't understand you. Like, I don't get you. Like, I love you. I look up to you. You know, like, you're that girl, right? Every role that you go into, like, my problem is every role that this woman goes into, she looks completely different all the time. Like, I still have to come to terms that this is the same person who played the Flash's kid in The Flash. This is the same person who was in another Cinderella story, the movie that I'm talking about. And she was just recently in Percy Jackson as Medusa. See, I have to clock all of these things. I have to come to terms with all of these things. I don't know how I'm going to do that because in all of these different projects, she feels and looks like three different people, you know? And that's called range. But also, what? But also, what? How? When? like, give some of that range over here. Give some of that range over here. Like, I need help with range because, okay, this is going back to me now, but I need help with range, all right? Because when you're a person who likes to write comedy and angst, you have a problem writing drama. All right, you have a problem writing uh like a spiraling drama because that's what I want to do in the future. I like writing comedy because it's easy. It's shocking, it's funny. That's why I like writing comedy. I need range when it comes to dramas because when I write dramas, that's when I fall off. Like I have great ideas, but it's just the way I go about it fucks me over. So, Jessica Parker Kennedy, send that range over here. Send it over here. Throw it in my face. Throw it at me. I'll be fine with it. You know, I mean, you're Jessica Parker Kennedy. You could spare some range for me, a struggling writer. Anyway. Oh god, I feel like every day I'm like closer and closer to do you guys know uh what was his name? Freak. Do you guys know that character? It's gonna be in my next episode. It's gonna be in part 2. But you guys remember the show New Girls? Not New Girls. New Girl. And the character Nick? Yeah, that's me. That's me. I am a writer with great ideas because every time I tell someone about my ideas or every time I think about one of my ideas, they're great, right? The problem that I have is actually sitting my ass down and writing it. The follow through is where I fuck up at. So, yeah, I feel like every other day I'm just closer and closer to being Nick. And in some ways, I'm okay with that. I mean, like, if you look at Nick in Nick Miller in New Girl, it's someone that I'm kind of okay with being like. Not being, but being like. I can't explain it. You'll just have to watch it. After you watch, number 2, 10 things I hate about you. You guys thought I would have this on the list. You guys thought I would have it here. Well, I did. I did. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's that rom-com. You know why it's that rom-com? Because I just saw someone I don't was it a beauty brand? Anyway, I wasn't really paying attention to that. I was paying attention to the fact that they were doing homage to 10 Things I Hate About You. They had the actress that played Cece in New Girl. Anyway, they had her, and she was like, she did Kat's full speech in the movie, and she did it flawlessly. But for the commercial, for the product. But when she did it, I was like, she caught my attention because I love that monologue. Like, I love that monologue. Should I do the monologue? Should I do it, or should I just do it for next episode? I think I should just do it for next episode because, like, I know you guys are tired. It's been a long overview. It's been a long couple of minutes, so I'm just gonna get to number 2. Okay, Some Things I Hate About You came out 1999. Yup, 1990 freaking 9. I once again BN before 9. BN. You had Julia Stiles. You had Heath Ledger, rest in peace, legend. You had Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You had Andrew Keegan. You had everyone. Yeah, this was that movie. I'm not even trying to gas it up. It's just that movie. Don't look at me like that. Anyway, Kat Stanford, beautiful, smart, and quite abrasive. Quite that bitch, anyway. To most of her fellow teens, meaning that she doesn't attract many boys. She's that bitch, and boys are offended. Boys, with their fragile masculinity, are just like, I can't handle that, and they're right. They can't. Anyway, unfortunately for her younger sister, Bianca, house rule says that she can't date until Kat has a boyfriend. So, strings are pulled to set the... Oh, wow. Google really went out for this. Anyway, are pulled to set the door damsel up for a romance. Soon, Kat crosses paths with handsome new arrival Patrick Verona. Will Kat let her guard down long enough to fall for the effortless I'm buffering. Anyway, effortlessly charming Patrick? Will she? Will she not? She does. She does. And it creates the saddest monologue that has ever been done in cinematic history. So just sit with that for a minute. Anyway, I think this was adapted from The Taming of the Shrew. Have I read The Taming of the Shrew? No. No, I have not. But I love this movie. I love this movie because Kat Stanford is my spirit animal. She's one of my spirit animals. One of my many spirit animals. See, one of my spirit animals, Beyonce, Shonda Rhimes, Kat Stanford, Regina George, Megan Thee Stallion. Not in that order, but that's pretty much like a summary of what's going on up here. And she definitely fits the list because do I want to be that bold in life and just like do what I want to do without thinking about how other people perceive it and will be comfortable with it? Absolutely. Why do you think I have this podcast? Why do you think we're here? Because I'm doing this for me. Yeah. Anyway, I love this movie because it's just adorable. Like, not just for Kat. Like, I like Heath Ledger's performance, especially when he's like, I love you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. So you can hold me tight or let me love you, baby. Let me love you. You're just too good to be true. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Before you guys sign off. I wouldn't be surprised if you did. If you guys are still here, you probably are in a circumstance where you cannot get to your phone in time. And I am happy for that because I will take all the listenings that I can. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I mean, Heath Ledger was hilarious in this movie. Great actor. He was a great actor. Gone way too soon. Julia Stiles is that bitch. I mean, she's just a great actress. Um, but yeah, it's just a great movie. It's definitely, it definitely fits. I feel like this whole list is definitely just movies that feel like home to me. Like, like they just, I watch them and I don't really have to think too much. And as a film major, it's so difficult to find a movie that you don't think, during it. And I just feel like this movie and majority on my list are movies that I don't think during it. Like, definitely Another Cinderella Story is not a movie that I think during. It's not a movie that my brain is like clocking things because I'm just like, I'm here for fun. I'm here to have a good old time. So yeah, 10 Things I Hate About You. Watch it. I won't take any excuses. Watch it. Watch it. It's an hour and 37 minutes. If you're well, no. Yeah, an hour and 37 minutes. You're telling me that I have to sit through a 3-hour lecture and you can't watch 10 Things I Hate About You? Did I kind of do the 3-hour lecture thing to myself? Yes. And you're going to do this to yourself as well. You're going to sit down and you're going to watch 10 Things I Hate About You. And then you're going to come back here and tell me what you think in the comments below because you love me. You love me. It's not even a question. You love me. You just haven't admitted to yourself yet. And I'm here for you. I am here for you to come to terms with that. So yeah, I'm here for you always. Always and forever. Oh my god. I watched the originals way too much. Anyway, and that brings me in to our final and last movie. Now, I need to do okay. I know I just said final and last movie, but I just have one honorary. I just have one honorary that I couldn't find a space for in the list. And that's the only reason Bestie did not make the list. But trust and believe, if I actually made this list and I remembered this movie, she would probably be number 3, and this movie would just be, and this list would have just been 12 movies, like it would have been 10 Things I Hate About You, and this movie, and Another Cinderella Story. I just want to went down that list, but our honorary mention is Enchanted. You guys thought I wasn't gonna talk about Enchanted? Yeah, I'm talking about Enchanted. I'm talking about Enchanted, and you can't leave. You cannot leave. You cannot leave. I'm trying. I'm trying here, guys. Give me a minute. Okay. I did it, guys. I looked up something on Google. Alright. So, Enchanted came out 2007. I'm realizing a lot of my favorite movies came out when I could not do a lot of things. This is really self-realization. Anyway. This movie came out 2007. It is a comedy musical and is a rom-com to me. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I don't care if it's for kids. It's a rom-com. Anyway, PG. So it's my movie. It's my kind of movie. Anyway, it is 1 hour and 47 minutes. So I'm coming to realizations today, and it is no surprise. It is a surprise and a no surprise to me that this movie came out November 21st. This movie came out one day before my birthday. And do I take that as a personal thing? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. How do you think I went about watching the Hunger Game movies? How do you think? Yeah. Have I watched Hunger Game movies? Not all of them. Okay, don't come after me. Don't come after me. This is a romantic episode. We're supposed to be happy. We're supposed to be in love, all right? Don't come after me, okay? But do I take it personally when any movie comes out around my birthday? Absolutely. Absolutely. When Moana comes out this year, even though I am barreling towards 20, I will be in that theater and I will be singing along to any songs they created, even though I do not know the words. Yeah. 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 Um so so Enchanted is about a pretty young woman named Giselle who frolics, who, like, in the beginning of the movie is animated. She's a Disney princess. Let me move on. Anyway, she falls in love with this prince named Edward, but Giselle is going to, so, anyway, malfunctioning. Um, so Giselle falls in love with this prince. She's like, I'm gonna get married. See, that first sight shit, I don't believe it. Anyway, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna fall in love with him. So the prince's mother is just like, fuck that. Pushes her down a well. Pushes her down a well. And the woman, the prince's mother. Well, no. I never knew that. Google is saying that's his evil stepmother. I just took that as that being his mother. Wow. This really has context. I watched it I watched this more than I watched Gilmore Girls. And I didn't know that. The more you know. Anyway. So yeah, the evil stepmother apparently sends Giselle to a place where there is no happily ever afters, aka New York City, which I disagree with. All right, I disagree with it. Even though, as a New Yorker myself, as a native New Yorker, born and raised, no, no. This place has happily ever afters. Like, we're not all, like, sad and depressed all the time. Like, yes, I can admit it. There are times where I'm like, hello, darkness, my old friend. There are times like that, obviously. But, like, I'm not sad and depressed all the time, like, no happily ever afters. Come on now. Sends her to New York City, aka Manhattan, aka Work Island, aka, not Harlem. Not Harlem. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. The island that is sinking right now. She sends Giselle there. And funny enough, a divorce lawyer. That's weird. A divorce lawyer. Robert comes to her rescue with his daughter. Google. You forgot about the daughter, Morgan? Anyway, with his daughter. And yeah, they save Giselle, and Giselle's just like, oh my god, like, I have to get back home because I love Prince Eric. Not Eric. Sorry. Rapunzel. Not Oh, I've been recording for too long. Anyway, you love my chaoticness. You do. Yeah, you love me. Accept it. This is not the Little Mermaid. Anyway, she's like, oh my god, like, I want Prince Edward to save me. She's like, girl, no, you don't, because you just value your prince. Hey. That's why I like the movie. I like the movie because it really shows You know, like it's like falling in love with someone movie, and that's what majority of these movies are. Like you see someone, you don't think you'll be with them, but then you get to know them and you're like, "Wow, I like this person." But then something happens and you're just like, "No, we can never be together." And then you guys decide, "You know what? Fuck it. I want to be with you." That's what Enchanted is to me. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Sure. Yep, yep, yep. Oh my God. Especially because it adds all of my favorite attributes. Spoiler, but whatever, because this movie is literally like, come on now. Like I'm older than this movie. If you haven't watched it by now, like, what are you doing? Um Oof. Okay, wait, let me get my words back. I was too busy assaulting you. Allegedly, 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 allegedly. Oh. um But yeah, this movie had like all of the attributes that I loved. Like it had the sleeping curse, an apple. I see you, Snow White. Anyway, it had an apple. She sleeping curse, true love's kiss, princess saving the prince. Not actual prince, just Robert, but her prince. It had everything. It was like a jumbo pack of all of the fairy tales that I love, but feminist yet digestible. Feminist yet like tit for tat. Like I see it as a tit for tat because like he saves her, she saves him. It's like it's like what's that shit? What is it? They call it a seesaw? Like when those two kids are like on that thing. This is like me describing things. Anyway, when those two kids are on like that seesaw and they're teetering back and forth, that's a seesaw, right? Tell me what it is because I'm pretty sure it's a seesaw. I know if I look it up right now, I'm probably gonna be debating with Google for like at least a long, long time. But yeah, this got a second movie. I like the second movie. Everyone else is a hater. The only thing that I did not like is her. Well, okay, I won't talk about that. I mean, like I'll probably talk about another episode. Keep you guys guessing. But this movie was absolutely phenomenal. Not just because of the plot. I mean, you have Amy Adams, you have Josh. That came out of nowhere. Anyway, you have Amy Adams, you have James Marison, you have Patrick Dempsey, you have Adina Menzel, Elsa herself. Elsa, you have Elsa. Come on now. Like, you thought this movie wouldn't be a hit, right? You have Elsa. Anyway, like, come on now. Like, this is a star-studded cast. This is a star-studded cast. Really. Like, it's not only, Enchanted, because it's literally all of these fairy tales mixed together, but you have a star-studded cast to add on to that awesomeness, to that amazingness, to that legendary, never seen nor done before energy. Like, come on now. Go along with your bad self. Anyway, so technically this is an honorary number 2. I feel like it definitely comes in a tie with 10 Things I Hate About You. Because how do I even rate this thing? Like it's amazing. It's amazing. Now we're getting to the more amazing movie that is number 1. Yeah. Enchanted's not number 1, even though I literally hyped this movie up to no end. Enchanted is not number 1. Sorry, folks. Number 1, Tangled. Tangled came out. No one's surprised. No one's surprised. Anyway, Tangled came out in 2010. It is considered a musical and adventure and rom-com. I don't care. As an adult now, I could say it's a rom-com. As an adult now, like I could sit down and watch this movie and be like, "Oh my god, it's a rom-com," because they're falling in love. They're falling in love. Okay, Honestly, the age gap between Rapunzel and Flynn is the only age gap that I will accept. I will not accept Edward and Bella's, nor Jacob and Renesmee's. I will not do it. Do not, no, no, no. Put that shit over there. Put that shit over there. I will not accept it. Another age gap I'll accept. I'm just throwing this in here for context. Is like if Klaus and Caroline ever got together in the originals, because that seems like more of a healthy relationship than whatever the hell was going on with that love triangle shit in Vampire Diaries. I am your only host that could go between Tangled and Vampire Diaries. You're welcome. Anyway, you're welcome. Okay. Tangled is Disney's spin on a classic tale about Rapunzel. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Let down your hair. How did Mildred Gothel say it? Let down your hair. I think that's as close as I can get. I sound like I'm saying hiya. 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 Okay. Oh, I know you love me. Anyway. So, this movie, no wonder I love this movie, because this movie came out 2 days, dos days after my birthday. It came out November 24th, 2010. So yeah, it was just it was Disney's spin on a classic tale, and I liked the way that Disney span it. Sorry, words. Anyway, spun it, because I mean, the original tale by Grimm was definitely not it. Like, how are you gonna tell kids that tale? Like, if you guys don't know what the original tale was, look it up yourself. It's sad. It's sad to me. Like, you guys really had to go that dark. Like, you guys really had to go that deep in. Like, anyway. So yeah, Rapunzel is just like, when will my life begin? Classic princess song. And then Flynn Rider is my favorite Disney prince. Is he technically a prince? No. Is he my Disney prince? Yes. Don't question it. Just deal with it. Anyway, he is my Disney prince. So yeah, Rapunzel has not only long hair, but magic hair. Magic. It's magic. And it could heal wounds and make people younger and all that good shit, Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, at the age of 18, Rapunzel is curious. She's like, I want to see the world. Shining and shimmering planet. Wrong movie, Naya. Okay. Anyway. She becomes curious, and then guess who climbs up her tower one day? Forceful entry. Our prince, Flynn Rider, aka Eugene for Turbert. Eugene for Turbert. He climbs in. He's just like, hey, bestie. She slaps him over the head. She slaps. See, I'm reimagining this as I say it. She slaps him over the head with the frying pan. So, girl boss. Yeah, girl boss. I don't make the rules. Anyway, uh, so she's like, oh wait, sorry. Yeah, she slaps him over the head. He stole something before he, you know, forceful entry. He stole something, and she's hiding it from him, and she's like, I'll give it back to you if you show me the lights, the lanterns, because she really wants to see them. And he's just like, whatever, I'll show you it just so I can get my crown and leave, because that's the thing he stole. Coincidence? I think not. Coincidence? I think not, because this girl is a freaking princess. Yeah, did I mention that before? Absolutely. You just don't remember it. See, this is what happens when I eat too much sugar. Yeah, I've been lying to you guys. Well, I mean, I do get testy around Valentine's Day, but I think I also had too much sugar. It's like a combination of the two. Yeah, yeah. Favorite snack, bunch of crunch. I don't, yeah. That's a new development. Usually it's like chocolate chip cookies or, cookie dough or, like anything like cookie bakery based. But now it's bunch of crunch, which is a surprise. That is really a curveball. But yeah, it's just me. It gotta be me. You guys love it. You guys love it here. So this movie is definitely one of my favorites because I mean, like, come on. Like you have Eugene for Turbert. You have Rapunzel with her never ending optimism, even though I'm not that optimistic and I'm just like, yeah, which is surprising to me because, like usually optimistic people, I'm just like, wow, you're like really irritating. Like the world is ending. Be sad and depressed with me. Like, come on now. But yeah, Rapunzel is like a breath of fresh air because not only is she optimistic, she will get that frying pan and she will hit you upside the head. And now looking back at it, that's one of the reasons that I love her. Not with like, violence or whatever, but like but like her tenacity, her drive is one of the reasons that I love her as a Disney princess. Which is exactly why is this like a shameless plug for because there's like this girl because like I have notes, guys. I'm pulling up my notes. Um, there's like this girl in Never Have I Ever, and I think she would be a great live action Rapunzel. And everyone's just like, no, Naya, she doesn't look like Rapunzel. And I'm just like, well, fuck you. All right? All right? We just had a black Ariel. Okay, I just covered that movie on here. You heard me cover it because it's in this episode. And you're telling me, oh, we don't want her as Rapunzel because she's not white. Get over it. Get over it. I swear, if I see the quote, if she does get actually cast for this and I see the quote, not my Rapunzel, I'm gonna be like, do you guys have anything else to do? Do you need me to send my college homework to you? Because I'm always busy. I'm always busy with homework. I'm either busy procrastinating or I'm busy doing it. And you're over here wasting your time being like, oh, not my Ariel. You obviously have way too much time on your fucking hands. So let me send you some of my homework. Yeah, I'm heavy on that because come on now. Anyway, like, are we really that old? Are we really gonna play that card? Anyway, Mariska, wait, no. Shit, well, okay. Wait, I'll be right back. Listen to this calming music as you wait for me. Okay, like, wasn't that music like so calming? Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Anyway, I did all of that because of my overwhelming fear of saying names wrong. Because I know what it is for your name to be said wrong and you feel like absolute shit. I cannot tell you how many times I've been called Nia in my life. It's Naya. Does that look like it has an I in there? NYAH, dude. Anyway, oh shit. NYAH, dude. Come on now. Do better. Wait. Montre Ramakrishnik. I'm so sorry if I said that name wrong. You're a queen, great actress. I saw your work and Never Have I Ever. And obviously you're a queen because you're from Canada. Um, I mean, universal healthcare. So that's all I have to say. Universal freaking healthcare. It's hard out here, okay? It's hard out here with not universal healthcare. I'm just saying she would be a great shoe-in for Rapunzel, not just because she wants it, but because she's a phenomenal actress, and I want her to, I want her to be in more projects. Like, I want her to get her check. I want her to get her check. She's a great actress and should be in more projects. Yep. And another thing about this movie, I think it was a year ago or 2 years ago where I realized that Mandy Moore was in this movie. And that is when my mind was blown because I was like, oh my God, it's freaking Mandy Moore. Mandy Moore was in Princess Diaries. Was she in Princess Diaries too? No. No, I don't know. I mean, Princess Diaries 2 took place like 4+ years after high school, after Mia was in high school. So I don't think she was in the second one. If she was, and she was like an extra or something, then they said, yeah, that's her. It never showed her face. Anyway, um, Zachary Levi was also in the movie. Great person to get to voice Flynn Rider because, like, I couldn't imagine someone else voicing Flynn Rider besides Ryan Reynolds. And even then, like, it doesn't fit as well as Zachary Levi's performance did. So kudos to casting, whoever casted this, voice actor wise. Hats off to you. You're a genius. Um, and Donna Murphy as Gothel, singing off the freaking charts in this whole movie. When will my life begin? Okay, why did that song, became country for a little bit? I don't know. But it did. It did. And I'm sorry to this. I'm sorry to Mandy Moore. I'm sorry to the songwriters. I'm sorry to the union. I'm sorry. I had to sing it, okay? As much as I should not have opened my mouth, it had to be done. And I apologize. Wow, Tangled cost a lot of money. Like $260 to make this movie. And I'm not even gonna be mad about it because it's an animated movie, and I mean it's by Disney, and and I mean they had a good cast for it, and I mean and I mean it was visually stunning, and the soundtrack was amazing, and I mean like it wasn't like, it wasn't like Cats. Cats I think was like, I'm actually gonna look up Cats now because I need to know. Yes, if you're typing, this is me constantly. Yeah, for school. Cats was like, I love how Taylor Swift is like the first one. Oh, Cats was like 95 million. Obviously. My thing is, how do you get 95 million and make Cats? Like, like how do you get that much money from a studio and be like, so we're gonna make Cats? Like, what Cats is now, like the movie. I'm just like, what? And yes, this comes from a person who did not watch the Broadway version, but it's just like, as a movie, no, 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 no. As a movie, Cats is worse than the recent Transformers movie. And that's saying something because I like Transformers, but the last Transformers movie, I was just like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Jesus, you guys just think you're gonna add Optimus Prime to a movie and that's gonna be amazing, right? No, no. And I'm not even mad at the fact that Pete Davidson was in it. I like Pete Davidson. Alright? I'm just mad at the fact that the movie was just like, oh, you have to stand up. You have to do, like, I don't know what it was about the movie. It was just like so dry for some reason. Like, it was dry for some reason. I don't know. Like, my favorite. Okay, now I'm talking about Transformers, but it's the end of the episode, so I could talk about what I want to. This is my podcast, guys. I don't know what it was, but yeah, like I think my favorite Transformers movie was the last one with Mark Wahlberg, and he was with Isabella Moner and the girl who played Dora. Yes, I know what you guys remember her for. Anyway, not the girl who played Dora in the show, obviously, the live action. And that's the last Transformers movie that I liked. I have a complicated relationship. As I've grown, as I've developed as a person, I have a complicated relationship with the Transformers movie. Will I ever make a Transformers episode? I have no idea. I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Like, I would surprise myself if I actually did that, right? Right? I don't know. Like, will I make a Transformers episode? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Next episode, Transformers. No, I'm good. I'm good. Doing a Transformers episode would actually cause me to do research, because it's not like with Twilight, where, like, I remember, like, oh my god, he has the skin of a killer. Well, no, I have the skin of a killer, Bella. Like, I remember that line because it's like imprinted on my mind. Pun intended. Intended. Yeah, Stephanie. I said it. I said it. But yeah, guys, it's been 2 hours. I recorded for 3 hours because the first recording got lost. So I recorded for 2 hours now. I'm surprised my hand ain't stiff yet. I'm actually having fun. Are you guys having fun? Are you guys still alive? Are you guys still listening? Please tell me you're still listening. Please. I'm begging you. I'm begging. Oh my god, I'm joking. I'm joking. Even if no one listened to this podcast, I'm still having fun making it for you guys. So, hey, if no one's listening to it, I guess I can live with that. No, I can't. I can't. Please listen. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great time. Believe it or not, this is only part 1 of 2 parts. Second part will be up before the end of February. I hope you guys all have a good Valentine's Day. I, on the other hand, will be crying in my pillow, so don't mind me. Do I kind of have like an overwhelming need to sing yesterday? Yes, only because I looked up cats. When I looked up cats, now I see the poster of yesterday. Did you guys need that information? No. But like, I just want to give you, I feel like sometimes before I sing, I need to give you guys a warning. Because I think I sing a lot on this podcast. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I sing a lot on this podcast. But I hope you guys had a great time. I'm sorry that I'm kind of sorry. I'm kind of a little sorry and regretful that I can only get 2 episodes up a month. But it's hard out here for a college student, okay? It's difficult out here. I can only do so much while studying, while getting my assignments in on time. It's only the 3rd week, and I want my mom. I'm scared, and I want my mommy. Yeah. And I'm trying to channel my inner Regina George throughout, like, like everything else. Like, I mean, like, throughout, yeah, this is kind of like therapy session here. Even though I have like an actual therapist now. Uh I mean, throughout like everything going on in my life, getting used to transit and going to school and recording this podcast, I am trying to channel my inner Regina George, to be confident, to be that girl. And it is more difficult than probably most of the things I have in my life. Because, like getting grades is easy. Because you get grades. You put in the work, you see the results. But being confident in yourself, setting up that standard that I will not let anything define me except myself, and my actions, that is difficult. That is difficult for me because I think I really struggle with defining myself. Cuz I just came to terms that I'm a writer. I've been writing like little stories for a long time now, and I just came to terms that I was a writer like recently, like 2 months ago, and that's like, wow. I don't give myself any benefits. I'm probably like the worst critic that I'll ever deal with. So if you hate this podcast, the door is right there. All right, I wish you guys have a great day. Like I said before, if you love this podcast, save this podcast. You can find me on Instagram underneath Ramblings of an Extra, all lowercase. I will be posting posts about, new episodes. It's really cool there. I'm trying to build, like an Instagram page or whatever. So you can go add me there. I will tell you when new episodes are up. I just want to remind you guys, this is a journey that I'm going on, and I am so happy if you want to join me on it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will get out of your ears now because I've been in your, I expect me to be in your ears for 2 hours, and I know you're tired of hearing my voice. So I will leave now in silence. All right, love you. See you next time.